Hello folks, this is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. Hope you're having a great day. Want to give you some information today. Has to do with the underground. Gonna set up my lighting system here so that you can see my face just a little bit better. There we go. The underground has been a very important part of all of this. Way back in the 1990s, I was with a research team, and we were investigating the underground. Well, our research team got a little bit too close to the truth, and some of the people on our team were assassinated by the federal government. The CIA took them out along with the FBI. Well, there was a person of interest in the research group who happened to be a mole, an agent for the federal government. Now, a lot of people, and I heard a lot of people in the 90s talking about fighting against the government, and that's not what was going on at all. In those days, there were all kinds of groups, including militia groups and other groups. They were not fighting against the federal government. They were fighting against the globalists, the people who had taken over our government. They were fighting against the people that needed to be stopped, because the people who were in our government were actually signing contracts with these globalist cabals for the complete and entire elimination of the American people. Well, as it was going to wind up, and you've probably read this before, some of you at least, that there was going to be less than 10% of the world's population that would survive. And the United States would have been well on its way out right now had it not been for the Trump administration and the military alliance. They were able to stop the military-industrial complex and the globalist cabals and so on in their tracks. And thank God they did that, because we would be in a lot of trouble today. Most of us would be 6 foot under. The battle went underground, and that was what we were researching. So our group, and along with a lot of other research groups, wound up being broken up. Many of the people in these groups were actually assassinated by the globalist regime that ran the world, the cabals, and unfortunately a lot of people who were a part of our federal government at the time. Many Americans lost their lives, but the information was able to get to the people that needed it, so that there would be a opportunity for the underground to be destroyed once and for all. Now, the year before the Great Skirmish, and this was actually the battle that would begin the end of what I've talked about as World War III. You can get that information in my last video. It's called Prison Planets. There is a lot of information about all of this. Now, the year before this war took place, I was offered an intense amount of money to give the information that I had, as well as to join the dark side. Well, I said no, and I was on the run again for a while, because that was not the answer that they wanted. they'd already been told, and we also discussed this, the scientists and the researchers had already told them that there was no way that they could win, that right was going to win over evil. They didn't like that either. So this battle then did take place, and this battle wound up going worldwide, and there were people all across the entire world that were fighting in this underground battle. But there was also an overhead battle. There was a battle, you might say, in the heavenlies. And sure, there may have been some angels that were involved in it, but there were a lot of Space Force and other people that were also involved in it. And at some point in time, you will get some more information about who else was also involved, and I think it'll be quite impressive. A lot of that's going to be announced later this year. Well, for right now, that's where I'm going to end this. We will continue this information on the next video. Remember to like and to subscribe, and thank you to those of you who have. I appreciate that. The algorithms can get out and other people then can hear what I have to say, and other people will have opportunities to find out the truth. And the truth will in fact set you free. Once you know it, you will be free from any doubt, and you'll also be free of any fear, and that's the good part about it. So now you folks have a good day.